Hi, this is Gloria Frye, Crashing New York. Today my guest is Andy Hernandez, better known as Coati Mundi, from Kid Creole and the Coconuts. Coati, it's a pleasure to have you here today with me.
I'll tell you, it's really great for me to find a place to be in.
Well, I'm glad you found this place.
Nobody wants me anymore.
I want you, that's why you're here. What does Coati Mundi mean?
Well, it means divine. Is a symbol of the gods. I don't know if you're familiar with South America. It's a place on the other side. But South America, down near Brazil, they have this tribe that worships raccoons. And they call the chief raccoon, the divine lord of the raccoons, Coati Mundi. So I thought I had a lot in common with that, so I adopted that name as my new professional name.
All right, I'm glad that you have a lot in common with raccoons.
They say I look like a raccoon.
I don't think you look like a raccoon.
Oh, really?
Well, raccoons are hairy and so on and so forth, and you're not.
Yeah,
so I don't think you have anything in common with that.
I'm glad you told me, because they told me I look like an ugly raccoon.
No.
But
no.
I'm not ugly, right?
No, I think you look great.
Cute.
I want to tell you something. You just look how you feel, and you feel good. I love that shirt that you have on, and you came marching in here, and all the girls were oohing and ahhing, and he has a bevy of girls outside in the studio waiting.
Yeah,
and,
God, they follow me everywhere.
They do. They do. Why shouldn't they? I understand that you were originally with the Savannah Band.
Right.
And out of that, what happened?
Well, Dr. Buzz's original Savannah Band was at the beginning, which was around '76. We were very successful. We were nominated for a Grammy Award as Best New Artist. We didn't win, but it was just nice to be nominated and hang out with all the big celebrities. At that time, I was even bigger than Michael Jackson, because he was younger than me.
Sure.
Nice, bigger than me. So anyway, yeah, so we were with that, and then, of course, like most successful bands, we went bankrupt. And so I needed something else to, to support me, to pay my rent. Pay high rents, almost $150
well, in New York,
a week.
Yeah, you do.
You know, so we formed Kid Creole and the Coconuts, August Darnell and myself.
And he was originally with Savannah also?
Yes, right. He was one of the leaders of Savannah Band, and then he decided to form Kid Creole and the Coconuts and asked me to come with them and to assist them in that endeavor. And we've been doing this for a few years now with a certain amount of success.
Well, how did you pick the name also, Kid Creole and the Coconuts?
Well, originally...
That's a funny name.
I know. It was Kid Creole and the Coconuts. So we wanted a name more Caribbean, so we got to Coconuts. And Kid Creole was sort of derived from King Creole. Mm-hmm. But we sort of always fantasized. We said, what happened if King Creole, talking about the character Elvis Presley played, if he had a child out of wedlock? What would you call him? Well, he wouldn't want to use his Elvis Presley, so we said, Kid Creole, that's what he would call. So we adopted
that's
that
a good
name.
But actually, you guys are American. I mean, it's an American band, and a
lot of people don't know that we're American.
No. And when I first heard your name, I mean, I thought that you were not American, and you don't really play that much in the United States. You seem to be going all over the country and all over the world.
Well, there's a conspiracy to prevent us from performing in the United States. We have to perform the rest of the world to stay alive, to eat, because there's one thing that we all love doing. It's an activity that most people don't engage in, but we love to eat food. And
I would hope so.
So we have to go overseas in order to get the finances to do this. Now, unfortunately, our music is not played in the United States that much because it's considered unique and different, though we think our music is very typical of the United States.
Yes, it's very basic.
Because if you remember, over 200 years ago when the Mayflower came over, we have what they used to call pioneers. And they came here and they pioneered everything from lands to innovations to everything. So it seems like America has lost that pioneering spirit, and it's been totally lost in the music. So our music is a bit pioneering, but since now it has adopted to a more normal format, the radio stations and the recording companies are just allowing whatever is a surefire hit to come out. We've been having trouble. But we got a feeling that this year we're going to crack the conspiracy, because we've discovered that it's basically been one person that's I don't want to say, but August Darnell and myself, he accuses one of us of messing around with his girlfriend, so he's a very powerful person. So,
I mean, you're such a sex symbol. I mean, what the heck? I mean, every time you go into these studios, I mean, they're afraid. I don't blame them.
Isn't it incredible?
Isn't it wonderful?
I must tell people out there that Gloria couldn't keep her hands off, man.
I couldn't.
We had to give her a tranquilizer.
That's why.
You okay now?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm laid back. I'm just great. Okay. Now, I know you've also completed a
Call me after 11 at night.
I will.
Okay.
Remember to leave the number.
I'm busy during the day.
Remember, leave the number.
Okay.
You also completed a new LP in praise of older women and other crimes.
Right.
What is that like? What is that all about? What a crazy, wonderful title.
I have to say that the LP is on Warner Brothers worldwide.
Of course, say that.
And God bless Warner Brothers, because they're in for a treat, and also they're in for some trouble, because we're not easy to handle. And it's a two-titled album. It's not in praise of older women and other crimes, means that praising older women means it's a crime.
Sure.
Is side A is in praise of older women, where we have everything based on love themes, but in our own unique style. Side B is based on social crimes and social injustices.
So it's a message. You're giving a message.
Right. We're giving a message.
But when you say older women,
that right there lost $100,000.
I know, not at all, not at all, because
nobody wants to hear about that.
No, but now when you say about older women,
right.
This whole trend of older women going with younger men. This is why you're praising older women? Is that
it? Yes, because
women today are developing at a later age and finding their own place.
Well, see, what's happening now is older women are getting more respect for their wisdom and for their beauty, and so we want to acknowledge that, especially for the wisdom, because younger women seem to be confused about life, and sometimes we need the older women to straighten out. They've been through the ropes,
right?
And find out that most older men are sissies, and the older women, by the time they get older, if they're together,
they're mellowed out.
Together.
They're mellowed out, and I know, I know a lot of the young actors and people in the business. They're all going with people that are older than themselves. I think it's terrific. I love that idea.
Right.
I mean, it psychs me. What about...
but it seems like every year I'm getting older than a lot of women.
Well...
It's hard to find an older woman for me nowadays.
Don't. Well, when you get a certain age, then you look for the younger women. That seems to what happens. Yeah. What about crimes? What type of songs would be on that?
Well, for example, I wrote one song on the album called Duap Sasa Babra, We're Fighting Back. And
can you do a few bars or say something about it? Or?
Okay, let me see. I'll do maybe the first verse.
All right, all right.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, street crime is out, hold on, here goes. Street crime is out of hand. It's time we take a fighting stand. Get the killers and thieves off the streets to take a bite out of crime, make them serve some time. That's the first verse.
All right.
I got to perform this in a week or so, and I forgot all the lyrics. Oh, my God.
I brought it up.
You got me all nervous. I'm glad you didn't. I got to go home and practice. Got to serve justice down the line. Child abuse, white collar, all kinds of crime. In with the good, out with the bad. Look out, sleazeballs, we're fighting mad.
I think the whole world is fighting mad with this crime.
When I actually beat up a criminal on stage.
You did?
Yes.
How?
Well, we made an agreement with Interpol. You familiar with Interpol?
Yes, absolutely. I work for them.
Every one of our show, they're releasing a criminal to us. And for that number, I actually get to beat them up, and that's the punishment.
That's a great outlet.
Then they take them, put them back in jail.
It's good exercise for you. I think.
Well, yeah. Well, we give money for this. We pay Interpol.
All right. Well, that's guess how I get my salary. So
right.
I think that's okay.
We wouldn't beat you up.
Anyway,
I'll kiss you to death.
I'll kiss you too.
Okay.
Anyway, I understand that you've been in this great show, Miami Vice, and you've been in at least twice.
At least twice. And
how did that work out?
Perform again in it.
Yes. What roles did you take, and how did that come about?
Well, the first role I did was Ramon, where I played someone that goes around selling guns to unauthorized people. Second part I played was Tucker Smith. Tucker Smith. I'm supposed to be very non-educated. Smith, pronouncing the F. And I played a guy that owned a condominium. Yeah, sure. And I threw a party in there. And the way I got the parts.
I saw that one.
Oh, you did? That was Smuggler's Blues.
That's right.
Right. No Exit. Smuggler's Blues with Glenn Frye.
You were good.
Yeah, I was trying to hang tough with the big boys.
And you enjoyed the luxury of the surroundings and the gorgeous women and what was going on there?
They gave me my own babe.
Yeah. Well, listen, you're entitled to that.
Yeah.
You know,